Hi there, back again. Oh, the world film reviews, Nollywood movies of Netflix. I'm here with Fumbi, and I remain Femi. The film we're going to be reviewing for you today is
Lionheart.
Lionheart.
The biggest legacy I will leave for posterity is you, my daughter.
I think you're going to be a very good MD, ma.
My father is still very much alive on you.
You must be a proud father. Of course, I'm immensely proud of my daughter. She's her father's daughter.
Chief. Chief.
Daddy, what's wrong?
My deepest condolences. My best wishes.
You don't mind what you're
Well, I don't know why you're.
A Lionheart will have to soldier on until I get back on my feet. I now name my replacement Chief Godswill.
The button do one.
It's written and directed by Genevieve Naji. It's actually her first directorial debut.
Oh wow! I heard that they showed the movie a long time before it was released.
I think it was actually because it went through Toronto Film Industry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what am I saying? Industry Film Festival. 2018. And it was swiped off by Netflix. This is like around September. It was released in Nigeria in January of 2019.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's times ahead of
So so it's the first Nigerian or first Netflix original movie. So it has a lot of clout.
Yeah.
I mean, the storyline is Genevieve who plays
Daisy.
It's pretty much her father's number one, who's going to run her father's business, which is a transport business.
Yeah. So her father. Oh, sorry, I was about to start narrating the whole story because I just watched it. But her father falls ill.
It falls ill, that
believes
kind of thing. Yeah.
She should run the company, but that's not what happens.
Her uncle gets into play, but I think the real, crux of the film is about her being her father's choice as to the typical male care, something like that. So that's really what it was about, how a other woman can actually still run this position.
That's one thing I really liked about the movie. It's how hard it fights misogyny in different subtle ways. Things like misogyny and tribalism. Because even till the end, when they partner with the Hausa, I really liked that as well.
I actually like that issue of that, because there's an issue in Nigeria about
tribalism
the
is
Igbo
such a
and
big thing in
Hausa
Nigeria.
in particular.
Yep.
So that merger is almost like a cleansing of that in my own,
It was,
film
and
mind.
then them now saying they still have the same values, the same things that they want.
Which is to make money.
Yeah.
So they merge. Anyway, you got to watch it to understand all that part. But it's the storyline itself. It's in that vein of a strong female character. Being able to enter a typical man's. Well, I don't know what is a typical man's role, but a stereotypical man's role, and she was able to put it off pretty well.
Yeah, that's one thing. Another thing I really liked about the movie is I appreciated the storyline.
Oh yeah.
It's not like this was so different from what I'm used to in Nollywood, like with the whole comedy drama. This is
and it's still described as a comedy.
Yeah, it is. I think
and you were laughing.
Yes, because of the character. Her uncle's character is extremely funny.
Extremely funny. It takes away from the wealth of what Nollywood tends to portray.
Yes,
It's actually,
and it's so rare for you to actually make something that interesting on such a boring topic, such as transport, family business, transport.
It has a few writers to kind of, I think that helped them carry it on. There's one particular writer, CJ Abasi, and I don't want to start mentioning the other writers.
Okay, yes, Nkem or Sophia.
Imagine. Okay, or Sophia.
That's her uncle. He's like the comic relief. And it's not intentional. It's just
dry humor.
How stereotypical he is.
Yeah. It's actually really, I don't want to say a really good film because it takes away from what is typical. It's an average film. I mean, story wise,
I don't think it's average.
But you see that
I really enjoyed
she identified with it more than I did.
And I really love the fact that it was different. Most times when we hear movies like this that sell out, we think of them being shot in very popular places like Lagos, Abuja, or like the big places in Nigeria. And I appreciate the fact that this was shot in Kano and Enugu. And still did so well. I appreciate the location, the setting so much.
I mean, I see. For her, I mean, I would agree with, from be honest. Soundtrack, I really do like that.
I love it.
I mean, there's Igbo music and hip hop.
Yes.
I really
One
do like
thing
that.
I really loved was when they arrived in Kano and they had Hausa music in as the soundtrack. I appreciated that. I also loved Fino's.
Okay, I didn't even know, but Fino was.
Fino was her brother.
Okay, and the last song, I love that tune. I actually do like that.
I love that.
I think that's pretty much what we're going to say about LIONHEART. Leave your comment if you have any. But we haven't actually asked what you think of it. Rate it.
I'm going to rate it a 4, and that's me being partial because I thoroughly enjoyed it.
She did enjoy it.
I totally enjoyed it.
Leave your comment. Let us know. LIONHEART.
Can you tell us how bad the numbers are?
Bad. LIONHEART is in severe debt.
950 million naira.
What? And now it's time to pay up.
In 30 days.
Or risk losing everything.
If we have to fight this war, we have to fight it together, unless we want to lose.
It is no more a secret that I have an interest in LIONHEART.
And if this Igwe Pascal of a man gets a hold of our company, everyone will lose their jobs. And they're all depending on me, and I feel like I'm a failure.
No!
Stop it!
You're a businesswoman. You've always been able to do anything you put your mind to.
Relax, I know what I'm doing. Your father knows what I can do, and that was why he brought me into this.